We are going to share in a time of celebration. As many of you know, Melody has served in ministry here as our Christian educator for 14 years. Or is it?
I don't know.
It's at least 14, maybe 15 years. And we have some things for her. One of them she has to get after the sermon.
Okay.
Okay? But before that, we've got a couple things here for you.
I'm sure that was really graceful. Thank you for getting that.
No problem.
There's this, as well
cool. Awesome, thank
as this
you.
gift from our congregation.
Very cool.
It's up to you if you want to open it now or later.
Okay, I'll just wait because if it makes me cry, it's going to be worse.
Okay. Well, we are celebrating you today, and there's going to be a time for you if you want to talk.
Okay.
We have to discuss that
Awesome.
if she is able to do it or not. So we will get there, but we will start out with our celebrations. If anyone has a moment of ministry that they can remember with Melody that they want to uplift this morning. Okay. Nancy.
I have to tell you that when I came to this church, however many years ago that was, it was like week 2. I was in the balcony. It wasn't that balcony. It was the old balcony. And I looked down and there was this blonde lady down on the floor with all of these kids. And you know what? I never felt so welcome in a church in all my life as when I saw that it was okay to wear thongs.
Oh my God.
Honest to God. Honest to God. Honest to God. It was the coolest thing. I loved it. It was such an accepting church, a loving church. And I saw the kids mold this woman over the years in a way that it just never happens. It just so rarely happens. And it's been a blessing to have her here. And it will be a blessing to continue to watch her in life grow. I love her and I'll miss her.
All right, so the celebration of Melody getting right down on the floor with the kids. All right, Cass.
I'm glad and I'm sad. I'm glad that she's back in the drum life, and I'm sad that she's leaving the church and the little kids and her long life.
Well, she's not like leaving the church. She's just no longer going to be our Christian educator. She'll still be with us. Any other memories? Okay, Francis, and then we'll go to Rhonda.
When I saw Melody smiling, coming toward me, I was going to be crying to myself.
So anytime she saw Melody smiling, approaching Francis, she knew that meant she'd be tied with her sewing machine. Probably countless sewing projects for our children's ministry. All right, Rhonda.
I have 2 neat memories, and one was my niece Emily, who is now in law school. She was young at the time, and it was the first time she had came here. She came to Methodist. You're joking. Well, Pastor Gary wasn't able. He wasn't here that week or something, so Melody was filling in. And she came home and we said, "Oh, well, how was it?" She said, "Oh, it was great." She said, "They have a chick for a minister." And she wears jeans. So she was impressed. And secondly, I have my fondest memory of Melody was in 2007. I had to have a double mastectomy, and Melody, in accordance with my 2 nieces, threw me a little party the night before. And I got a pedicure and did all these little things and picked off me special gifts. And at such a, trying time for me, that was just such a bright spot. It was wonderful. She had a great heart.
Yes. Great heart, one of the servants. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, several years ago, when my first grandchildren were little, April and Amber and Ricky, we were looking for a church, and we visited quite a few around the area. And so we came here one Sunday, and when we got home, the girls just fell in love with Melody and the pastor and all the people in the church. And Don and I felt like we found our church. And so as the years went on by, the girls got older, and I credit Melody to their baptism in the leaderships that she gave them and the teaching that she put forth to help them in their Christianity. And I thank her so much for that. I was blessed to see them both baptized here, and I thank her for all that she did.
So Bobby was sharing that she brought her family here and gives credits to Melody Fairtrade in teaching of her children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and being able to see some of them baptized here. All right, Mike.
Well, I wondered how, she cut down the sandwich and her ability to pull things together. In 2 days, like last night, Thursday, we had about 2 or 3 days to get ready, and she just pulled it together, and everybody worked great, and we made over $900.
Woohoo.
So her energy and her ability to pull things together is an example. The stern wheeler, which we do need to celebrate, yesterday cleared about $1,000, we think.
Yes, we did.
And so we gotta double check our expenses, but we think about $1,000 will be cleared.
And that was in like, now, we had a handful of people helping us out, and that was in like an hour-and-a-half time span that we made all that money.
Oh my gosh.
Everything we sold was $2. That tells you how crazy busy we were. But Joe and Travis, Russell, and Lauren, and Jenna, and I, and Mike set up a tent. Did I leave anybody out? God help me if I leave somebody out. Who was?
She got Joe.
Joe, yeah. And then we stayed all day and hung out and enjoyed the weather. And then evening time came, and Carrie came and bailed us out. And we had a good time. It was very busy. We had some good music so we could jam and sing and have fun. But we did. We pulled together. It was wonderful. And it's awesome that we can use that outlet. So next year I'm going to make a list so everybody can get on board and everybody can take a shift and help out doing the Stormwell Festival, because it's really, really fun. And it's a quick money maker, you know, which is always awesome. So yeah, almost $1,000. That's cool. I love it.
It is. Well, let's turn to other celebrations. Any other celebrations this morning? Yeah. Oh, okay.
I remember very clearly when I came to this church, and we had very much fun with Christianity. We left, and it was very welcoming, and Melody people along with that, because transition out of youth, I was in the youth group, I was in the last church, it was very good. To here was kind of stressful for me, and she made it fun. She made it very, very fun. I thank her for that.
Okay. So Melody helped you as you transitioned from one youth group to another, and made a stressful time more pleasurable and fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's a joy for me this morning to have my mom and Josh here. Josh is getting used to the circuit. We went to Rosemont together this morning too. Any other joys? All right, let's, oh, sorry. Okay. All right, go for it.
You know me, I have to talk. Melanie has been a blessing. Of course, I've watched her grow up. We've all grown up together. I'm just a little bit older than she is. But she has always brought so much energy to this church. And it just abounds. And at times it wears you out. when she comes and says, well, we need to cook for this and we need to do this. And I think, well, she causes a lot of work, but her being gone is going to cause us a lot more work, because we're going to be dependent upon one another more, and we're going to have to take more responsibility. And hopefully she'll remain around to lead us and guide us and tell us what we need to do. But thank you, Melanie.
And she's taught us well.
All right, Sharon.
You know, I give a lot of credit though to, she's been a member of this church forever. But Janice and Christine and Cookie, they will bring her. And her teachings and sales of the nuns. So I can credit that
she's a testament of what the witnesses do for us, the saints. Absolutely. The servants here and the servants at Catholic school. And one day people will probably give credit to Melody as a saint in their life and the things that they learned from her.
I've never had Melody's involvement with a couple of my grandkids throughout the time that I was involved. But just hearing what was said, I've often watched her up there up front and thought it's the only time I've ever seen anybody have that much control over anything under 4 foot. Was when the good sisters Estelle rang the bell and then they got on.
Oh, amen.
And I thought it's a God-given talent, because anything under 4 foot in large groups scare me. And I think she's done a fantastic job.
Control chaos.
Control chaos.
Control chaos.
Goes along
yes.
with organized chaos, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Well, let's turn now to concerns. I have one to share with you all. We've been asked as an entire denomination, all the United Methodist churches this day, to pray for the New York City area. Their bishop, whose name is Bishop McLee, died very suddenly yesterday. He was 58 years old. Leaves a family behind, and of course, as you can imagine, lots of churches that he was working with, and he was leading like the 21st Century Vision for African American congregations. There's a long list of things. Very active in social justice ministries. So pray for his family in their time of loss, as well as all the churches of the New York Annual Conference. Are there other concerns this morning? Mike?
Not really concerned. I'd like to thank Andy and Gubby for what he did for us last yesterday.
And the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that.
So special thanks to Andy for all of his service and ministry to us. He shares his popcorn machine and his cotton candy machine and oftentimes his tents, his tables, his chairs, and the people to put them up.
And the sweat, and
Yeah.
my Becky Callboy, and
We do appreciate your gifts. Yeah.
I've lifted little Kate McCrae before. She's one of the little girls that I pray for in my online email prayer ministry. She's 9 years old, and she had moved to Texas, but now she's back in California, I believe it is, receiving treatment again for cancer. They just found out that she has another brain tumor, and she has surgery on Tuesday. So not only lift Kate, but all of the kids that battle cancer. The world is full of them. So lift them in prayer this week, especially on Tuesday morning. Remember the homeless and those battling mental health and substance abuse. And today, remember the homeless kids in school. This is a tough time for them, going back and trying to develop a routine from wherever they're sleeping at night. So remember them. Did I say those battling mental health and substance abuse?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And those in prison. Okay.
All right. Other concerns? And okay. So pray for your sister-in-law, Carolyn. He's not doing well after surgery.
How?
Yeah, we'll continue to remember how. Last time I talked with his family, he was getting settled and doing well in his new rehab facility.
Oh, and continue to remember Grandma Alice, Sarah's grandma. She's in Pennsylvania in rehab up there.
Okay, we'll continue to remember Grandma Alice. Oh, okay. We need to pray for Nina Smith's grandma. Some of you may know her by Grandma Brown.
And we don't want to forget those who have lost those and are readjusting to a new type of normal with missing people in their lives, whether it be somebody like Hal's family who's just got him in a different location and whatever, and they're fortunate to still have him on the side with them, but they, I think of Meg and all y'all back there who are missing Granny and Papaw, and what an adjustment that is to live that, and how we go right back into our daily